This adorable amphibian is called an axolotl, sometimes called a Mexican walking fish, although it's not a fish at all. They measure between 15 and 45 centimeters long and weigh between 56 and 226 grams. They are aquatic creatures but maintain their feathery gills their entire lives. Axolotls can be darker or pinkish in color. They have the ability to change their hue to be lighter or darker to better camouflage themselves. They have lizard-like limbs and can move very quickly, up to 15 kilometers an hour. They are carnivores that typically eat worms, tadpoles, small fish, and insects. Axolotls are neotenic. They maintain traits that are only seen in the young of other amphibians into adulthood. An axolotl is a type of salamander natively found in the Sochimayo, a district in the southern part of Mexico City. In the wild, they burrow into the mud during the day to avoid predators. However, their biggest threat is urbanization and the pollution of their waters. Currently, all that remains of their natural habitat in Sochimayo is a roughly 170 kilometers of canal. Axolotls are considered endangered, with only a few remaining in their native habitat. However, they can be found as pets around the world. This has caused a problem for scientists who study them, as they lose out on understanding the creature in its natural habitat. One of the reasons that scientists study the axolotl is their unique cell features. Axolotls have large, simple cells. The pigmentation of each of the axolotl cells are very different from one another. Additionally, their eggs are almost 30 times larger than human eggs. These unique traits allow researchers to track which cells of an embryo become which organs. The axolotl also has the ability to regenerate its limbs. They are currently studied in labs to better understand its restorative properties and how this might have the potential to help humans repair their own tissues. When a human severs a limb, this becomes covered in skin tissue. Axolotls who suffer such an injury transform cells close to the wound and recruit other cells, turning them into stem cells. These cells form bones, skin, and veins in a similar fashion to when the creature was inside the egg. Scientists are studying this process in hopes that one day humans will be able to regenerate limbs. Research using axolotls has already contributed to many human discoveries. They help scientists to understand the cause of spina bifida in humans, as well as played the part in the discovery of thyroid hormones. In the 1980s, scientists used them to understand how embryonic cells split and turn into specific tissues. In 2011, scientists extracted axolotl oocytes, which have been used to stop breast cancer cells from multiplying and switch on a gene that suppresses tumors. Axolotls are over 1,000 times more resistant to cancer than other mammals, a fact that is fascinating to researchers. Axolotls reach sexual maturity around 6 months of age. Their breeding season is between March and June when waters are temperate. During mating, females lay fertilized eggs, individually placing them on rocks and plants to avoid predators. After 2 weeks, the eggs hatch and the offspring are on their own with no parental care. Researchers propose that 2 major steps would need to be taken to save the wild axolotl: to address its non-native predators, the carp and the tilapia, and to address concerns with their water system. The sewer system is aging and creates a catastrophic problem during storms. During storms, human waste is released into Sochimayo, adding ammonia, heavy metals, and other chemicals to the axolotl's aquatic living environment. Taking measures to preserve the axolotl's native environment could be an important step to better understanding human development.